Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. We'd like to welcome you into week 2 of a Link to the Past Randomizer Invitational League. The rules for this week are casual boots, and I am joined today with Skelly, and Taylin will be clicking us through, keeping us honest. Skelly, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Looking forward to this matchup. I think it should be a super close one. Both these guys play quite a bit, and I think pretty even in skill level, I'd say. And take a look at this hash. We have 3 lamps. That's a little bit ominous already.
That definitely explains Dapper's name then, because he's loving the lamps. Now, will the lamp be a troll item is the question, not that it really is a big troll.
Yeah, we will see. So going into this match, Amish Paradise currently 2-0 in the Invitational League. They swept in week 1. SaHa's kids, meanwhile, currently 0-2. But there's a lot of league left to play, so plenty of time to turn things around.
Agreed. We still got plenty of randomizer up coming up. Not even in the future, just this week. Okay, we should be kicking off here shortly. I could be wrong though. Oh, there we go. I was a little bit early. Okay, let's see what we got for our first item. Just a heart.
As you said, it's just casual boots, probably the comfiest mode that people play. Pretty much your normal settings, except it's a standard world start, so these guys both have to go through escape and rescue Zelda and stuff before they can really do anything else, and they also get to start with boots and a sword.
Well, we got bottles, so we can unlock the sick kid when we get to Kakariko. Okay. And 20 bucks.
So, nice thing about casual boots, especially in a somewhat high-stress competition like this, is the first 5 minutes basically always go exactly the same. So it gives our runners some time to warm up, maybe settle any nerves if there are any.
Basically just go on coast mode at that point in time. You don't have to really think. Just let the muscle memory take over. Okay. What other item are we going to find here? Okay. Ooh, and then we've got Rick with our MSU info. So, currently listening to A Link to the Brass by Danny Music.
And that's actually one of Dapper Warman's teammates, I believe.
Right on, right on. Okay, does Zelda Cell hold up any kind of progression for us, or is it anywhere else? Okay, and Zelda Cell gives us the key, so we can get through everything. Correct. Courage Pope. That is the rules and the item they first got.
Yep, so once these guys are done with escape, like 90% of the time, probably, you see people go to Kakariko right away. I'd say with this early bottle, it's going to be even more than 90% because, you know, if you're trying to avoid CAC early on, it's usually because you're trying to find something like a bottle. But, I mean, we already know we can do Sick Kid on the first trip, so I expect both of them to go to CAC right away. Unless one of them is feeling spicy.
Not only that, but we've got 60 of the 100 for the bottle vendor, so that's almost in logic.
So another interesting thing about this matchup, if I remember correctly, both of these teams were in the Open League last season, and both of them made the playoffs. I believe each of them lost in the conference finals. So basically, the tied for third and fourth place teams meeting up in the Invitational League this time.
Okay, now we got another 20, so we're even that much closer to bottle vendor at this point in time. Okay, and Talon is letting us know that that is correct for your historical recollections there. Okay, what does Escape have? 801. Ooh, sword upgrade. Nice. Bombs. And there's the mandatory map.
I was wondering if that map was going to show up. So if you're really paying attention and you know that that map is in Sank Chest, you might be able to save like 3 seconds skipping it at the end. But then you have to second guess yourself like, oh man, is that really the map? Should I just open the chest anyway?
But the question is, have we found the compass? Because if we haven't, then that's what's there. Ooh, red meringue. Okay. Now are we going to do the north route to CAC, or we're doing the south route? Ooh.
Looks like we got a Pendant Desert.
And the other two are crystals. That was a nice magic pick up there. Grabbing the shovel. Okay. That could option for the south, but maybe not. Oh, there's our bottle vendor money.
Oh man, feels slow around, man. Game's lagging so much right there. But yeah, red rupees for the tier 2 tree pull, that's pretty nice.
Okay, let's see if I can figure out what this... Oh, it's a red rupee. That's fairly obvious.
Yep, so Lumberjack is dead, but again, we've already found the Master Sword, so, you know, might still be Aga in our near future here.
I think all we need left for that is a lamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, just a piece of heart there. What have we got in Thieves' Hideout? More bombs. Always can do with bombs at this part of the game. Okay.
Either one checking the tier 1 tree pull. You can do that when you check Lostwood's hideout, but I mean, they've already got bombs, they've already got money, so what else are they really looking for from a tree pull at this point?
I mean, yeah, because they even have full magic too, so there's nothing. Ooh, hammer. And another heart. Ten arrows. Meh. Okay, now let's go see what we have over here in the well. money. More bombs. Not gonna be upset about that. More bombs. Piece of heart. And money. Meh.
A whole lot of junk.
Yeah. That hammer is interesting, though.
Yeah, that kind of eases up the fears of an Agassiz a little bit. Because if we just find a glove somewhere, then that hammer will give us Darkworld access. Of course, we still need the Moon Pearl. Who knows where that is?
And good point, good point. Okay, sick kid. What did that bottle unlock us, Uncle? A mail upgrade. Okay. Okay, I would have expected that to be the blue guard, not the red guard.
It always bugs me when sprites are like that.
Okay, does lead... Nope, just money. Not even worth the bonk time. Okay, blind checking. Race game.
Oh man, Divergence.
And it's money from what I could see.
It was either 100 or 300. I only saw the double zeros.
300.
Okay, that actually probably
I mean,
feels pretty good if you're Gilgamesh.
It puts you almost at Zora money at that point. Shovel's not useful.
Okay, looks like Wormman is going to South Shore. Nice shovel dash from Gilgamesh. Wormman's going straight to Mini Moldorm. I'm guessing he's probably going to go to Ice Ride Cave after this, or he could maybe turn around and go west all the way to Agina.
Ooh, the possibilities.
Depends on how much he hates Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a check of this dam right here. Ooh, bombos. There's something. Don't know if it's needed. And another bottle. Single arrow.
Yeah, he is going west, so Wormman is just gonna orphan Ice Rod Cave basically, and that's fine. I mean, he doesn't have Zora money yet, so he might want to put that off until he can water walk and do Zora after anyway.
Okay, just a piece of heart there. Okay, so given that he did the dam, I'm gonna figure Gilgamesh is going all the way to Ice Rod.
Yeah, probably, especially since he actually, well, he doesn't quite have Zora money, but he might be expecting to get some more here. That would put him over 500.
He's in the neighborhood, I would say.
The odds of getting 40 rupees between here and Ice Rod Cave is pretty high.
There's 20. Okay, getting more diversions. What does Ledge have? Just money. Mr. Agina, what do you have for us?
It's the classic Agina route versus Ice Rod Cave route. Both these locations are very easy to orphan.
Ooh, there's our lamp. That put Aga in logic. Tempered.
And a sword in Ice Rod Cave, okay.
I would rather have the tempered sword.
So it turns out both were good.
And looks like Gilga's gonna go ahead and do the water walk. I mean, you're 20 rubies away. there's a very good chance you'll find something between here and there.
So it looks like he's going to go in the waterfall first. My guess is if he finds money here, he'll go right to Zora. Otherwise, he's going to backtrack and go check Hobo instead.
Ooh, SaHa's gives us a shield and reading abilities. And there's our other shield.
Okay, just peeking at the ledge instead. So that orphans are pretty hard for Gil. Meanwhile, Dapper Warman heading into Eastern. He doesn't have a bow, so he cannot finish this dungeon. But, well, he doesn't really have many better options. I mean, he can kill Aga, but you really don't want to commit to that before you even have the Moon Pearl.
Okay, neither one of them have asked to see where Green Pendant is. And we're not going to.
We did also see that book in the SaHa's closet. That might actually be a good thing for Gilgamesh, because he hasn't been to Agina yet, so that book might push him closer toward that lamp.
Ooh, good point. Pearl and Desert, that would make sense, especially having just gotten the book from over here. But you might as well check everything out while you're in here.
Yeah, and if he doesn't find any other progression in Eastern anyway, really the only place to go is Desert.
Doesn't really open anything up except for Tower of Hera.
Well, we still can't get to the mountain yet without a glove or a flute.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So yeah, really the only things in logic left for either runner at this point is Desert, and then Ice Rod Cave for Dapper Warman and Agina for Gilgamesh. Well, okay, I guess Pyramid Ledge is in logic for Dapper Warman if he did decide to kill Aga without the pearl. But let's not think about that.
And the big key isn't even randomized. Come on. And Gil getting his near there, so definitely gonna be interesting. Okay, so Armos has an item. So we found the compass and the map there. Okay. Looks like, are we doing nope, we're doing Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably thinking, like, I already went to desert areas to do Agina. I don't really want to go back if I can help it.
Well, he's not going to be upset for coming over here, but probably going to be upset he still has to go to desert.
Yeah, it's not really progression, but this Tempered Sword here is definitely something you want. Just makes everything else in the game so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also going to do a water walk here. Let's see where he goes. Because he could choose to go to Hobo, out of logic. And that's something we haven't seen yet. Okay, so he's fake flippering with a stored water walk. So I guess he's going to swim to Hobo and then use his water walk to run to Waterfall?
Nice. I like the chaining of it. Okay, so Gil's gonna give us our first dip into desert. $50 from the hobo.
And it looks like Gil's going into desert before checking Agina, which makes sense because usually you want to try to save quit from Agina's cave if you can. Depending on the key layout in here, it might be kind of awkward to get to Agina after this.
Okay, that activates that. Get blue goo from the fairy.
Yeah, and speaking of the desert key layout, this is very favorable for putting Agina off till afterwards. Because Gil can just, he's gonna open big chest here, head to the right side, open the 2 chests, and then just jump off the east exit that you don't see very often. And then if there's no other progression in here, I think that means we have to do Aga with no Moon Pearl.
Ooh, and it looks like I think Dapper is heading there. Deciding to do Aga instead of going back to desert.
A pretty bold choice, but it looks like
Nail
it's the correct
upgrade.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing is, it might not even be the pearl on Pyramid. It could be something like the glove, and that's how they get to, like, Tower of Hera or something. Or, like, the pearl could be, like, an East Deathbound, something like that. But at this point, we know something has to be on Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah. Glove or flute on Pyramid probably is what chat's going with.
Yeah, I guess even if it is the pearl, you really can't do very much in Dark Worlds. Like, you can only go to... Well, I guess you can do South Dark World with the hammer.
Ooh, Zora's in logic.
Yeah. Zora can't be in logic until we find a glove or flippers.
Okay. I was thinking since we've already both been there, it was in logic. I forget actually needing the required items.
Yeah, if there is something important on Zora, Gilgamesh is probably going to feel pretty awful. Oh, Dapper Warman's only down to 1 heart. This is a little bit dangerous. But it should be fine now. And he won't even get a health refill after he kills Aga because you only get the health refill if you have the pearl, I think.
That's rude. And he does have 2 blue potions. Now 1. Gilga gets the ironic drop of a fairy. Man, the blue balls today.
Yep, this is a pretty long Aga fight. Oh my god.
I think that was the third one for Dapper, but I could be wrong. Alright. And let's see what the Pyramid Ledge has for us.
I'm guessing glove.
Love it.
Hey, let's go. Okay, so that puts pretty much all the mountain, Light World Mountain in Logic, as well as Zora. I think we saw both items in Desert, if I'm not mistaken. So the glove would let them kill Landmo, but I don't think there's any point in doing that. So Dapper Warman heading up the mountain immediately. This is really the only move.
Old man, do you have any good treats for us today? 300, and there's Zora.
Yeah, and Gil accidentally saved quitting with the mirror having killed Aga, just put him right back on top of the pyramid. That's something that's really hard to remember. So whenever they want to get back to the light world, they always have to use the mirror from now on.
Nothing on our ledge. Ooh, hookshot. That's nice.
Yeah, good timing for Hera. They can hair pot.
Well, you can all that opens up East Death Mountain as well. Well, we had access to that, so never mind.
Yeah, now they can do it either way.
Yeah. But like you said, it makes Hera go a lot quicker.
Everyone, man, trying to do the bomb jump there. Looks like something went wrong. I'm not totally sure what. You'll have to climb up the big ladder a second time.
Too far into the wall. Noted.
Okay, looks like we have bad Pendant Thieves, green Pendant Skull, and I think I saw red crystals and Pod and Turtle Rock.
Fire Rod.
Okay.
Things
They're
are
gonna-
getting interesting, but
They're gonna
still,
find like every item in the game before the Moon Pearl at this rate.
that's what I was about to say. It seems like we're finding everything but actual legit progression.
Okay, so Gil actually save and quit after getting the hook shot. He's just going to do East Fifth Mountain first.
We'll see if that's a good or a bad idea. Got a decent key layout, so we don't need to worry about basement right now. We found one of the two items. Pearl.
Okay, so now there are lots and lots of options. I would still expect Gilgamesh to do a Hera after this. Anyways, it's a crystal. I guess he's probably going to do Hera in between Paradox and Spiral Cave. Probably save quit from Spiral Cave.
Ooh, nice ether.
Or actually, I guess he could do Spike Cave if he really wanted to as well.
You'd get a check into the... No, never mind. Don't have a commit for that. And we got our first crystal there on Dapper Wormman's side.
And I think we saw both items as well, so basement should be dead.
And a quick high five, basically. Okay, so we're getting a little progression here from Dapper. Let's see what Spiral has.
Pedestal is already in logic, by the way.
Oh, wow.
It's a little bit suspicious.
Agaped seed? Are we living the dream? That would appear to be a possibility at this time.
So I don't believe we saw anything in Spiral Cave. I'm curious if Gilgamesh goes back for Spiral Cave after this, or if he just does Spike Cave.
Dapper is out. Going towards, I'm guessing, Hype Cave now. And go with Gilgamesh getting his crystal as well. Now the question is, where's he going to next?
Yeah, they've got all the pendant dungeons open, but they can't full clear any of the crystal dungeons.
Half magic comes out of that.
Bombo's tablet check. Makes sense. Probably just gonna continue the loop towards Dig Game after this.
And there we go. Gilga is done with the mountain as well.
He's going to sink.
Just got a heart there. Well, you've got the option to do... No, never mind. I don't know where he's going. I guess he's going to the Dark World through Kakariko.
This is an interesting choice from Dapper Wormman's side. He's going Independent Desert. I mean, like I said, it's not like there are any crystal dungeons they can complete right now, so... I mean, it makes sense. He also could potentially be concerned, like, what if Gil did this early? What if he found the book before he went to Agina, which actually did happen? Dapper Wormman doesn't want to be missing out on some important item here in case there is one.
Odd Turtle Rock for 5-6 and Skull Woods with the green. And Thieves Town with the other pendant. Got a nice long look at our map that time. Thank you, Gilgamesh. And as is being pointed out, both of the pendant dungeons are right next to the pendant as well.
Yeah, I think Gilgamesh chose to go into the Starkworld portal before he knew what the pendant layout was. Which is fine. I mean, I think even if you did know, this is a perfectly valid choice. But yeah, he's just going to go straight into green pendant Skullwoods here. With the mirror and book, he can check Ped, and he knows Ped is already in logic, so this makes perfect sense. And he'll probably just continue to route the Dark World in the opposite direction as Dapper Wormman started.
Okay, that sprite's gonna irk me because gold makes 0 sense. Okay.
Oh, is there an item on Landmo? I didn't think there was, but I might have miscounted. I know we saw the blue cane in here, and I thought we saw something else, but maybe not. Oh yeah, right, the other male was in here. Okay, so this is completely just grabbing the pendant. So really committing to Ped, I guess.
I do not know what the pendant is. Pen. Oh, I quit.
Yeah, we don't know what Ped is, but Gilgamesh is going to check it in like 30 seconds.
Right, and there we go with Mothula down. Well, it looks like we're going to do a quick Wano fight, and green pendant at that.
Yeah, I guess, well, he checked Bombo's tablet. It makes perfect sense to check Bombo's tablet. And then you're like, well, I'm right next to Desert. Let's check Desert. And then you're like, well, it's going to take forever to get back here if I have to get the pendant, so let's just do it now. Feels like a little bit of a rabbit hole, but we'll see if it pays out.
Just a piece of love, not needed.
Okay, that's pretty rough for a Dapper Wormman then.
At least the green pendant we can still do something with. Okay, so I feel we're gonna go check out Thieves Town next. Not gonna complete it now that we know that we don't need to unless the item layout dictates that.
Let's see, I guess Skill already got both the items in Skull, I'm assuming, because he just walked right past the front. I wasn't actually counting. Okay, yeah, so both items were in the back.
Okay.
So even if it turns out Skull was a waste of time, which would be if Green Pendant is junk, at least it was a pretty brief waste of time. And getting the pet information is also nice.
Okay, we can see Village of Outcast here. And just a piece of heart from there. Another piece of heart from Graveyard Ledge. Brewery Hut gives us bombs. Is our actual King's Tomb gives us. Flippers.
Flippers. Okay. Interested to know when Dapper Warman heads that way, because he still hasn't done Stumpy or Dig Game yet. So once he's done with Village of Outcasts, he kind of has a choice to make. He can either go north, like into Skullwoods and east, or he could go south. I would assume he goes north and east, but those flippers could potentially be elusive for him.
Okay, get a quick. Oh, we're gonna dive into Thieves Town. Okay. I just thought we were gonna open it.
Yeah, we'll see how much he commits to us. He still has Hype Cave ahead of him, so.
Ooh, fair point. Fair
Plus, he knows Pet is dead, so I'd be kind of surprised if he does more than the front four here.
Well, you found one of the dungeon items, so that makes it a little bit more likely, but just depends.
Oh yeah, Gil also has all of Swamp Palace, so yeah, there's no way he keeps going after the front four here.
Yep, he's out. Looks like Dapper is diving it.
Yeah, I mean, he's already committed to picking up one pendant, so it makes sense. It's consistent with what he's already done.
See if there's any kind of bonuses that will be picked up, because we know pendant isn't going to do it, or pedestal isn't going to do it.
Yeah, if something really good is in the back of Thieves Town, that could potentially bail him out here. I don't think Gilgamesh is going to come back to the back of Thieves Town, back of Pendant Thieves Town for a very long time.
Yeah, that feels like a last location kind of idea. Bloom ring. And we're passing on it. Okay, there's 20 rubies.
Yeah, after this Dapper Man. Oh, hello, Mitz.
Ooh.
Game 45.
That's a nice find.
Wonder if Gil doubles back and does Smith Chain right now. Oh, he's just gonna keep going. Okay.
Ooh, flute. That's
okay.
needed.
That's very good for him. That could definitely be Gilgamesh's go mode.
Okay, let's see if anything else happens to fall out of this quest line that Dapper is going down. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go get his money if I remember correctly. Alright, Thieves Town down for our red pendant. We don't... Yeah, we need the ice rod. That can be a definite headache later. Swamp is a crystal. 5, 6 are pod and turtle rock.
Gilgamesh heading into Swamp Palace, which is fully clearable crystal. Yeah, he also has Ice Palace now. He has the mitts. Probably not as eager to go there since he doesn't have Cane of Samaria, so he can't do Icebreaker routing. But yeah, it's probably going to be a hot minute until he actually goes back to Pendant Thieves Town to find his flute.
Yeah, because he's got a couple of things open to him, having to picked up those mitts.
Dapper Man, at least opening the first chest of skull. Okay, that's the only one he's doing. We know both items are in the back. So now I'm just curious, is he even going to read the pedestal before he pulls it?
I mean, you've already picked everything up. Why read it when you have all the items? Just blind pull it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's been his plan from, well, as soon as he set foot into Desert Palace, really.
It seems so, yes. Okay, there's both dungeon items found. But we already knew that was going to happen. Okay, so Gilga is not doing left side swamp. Not really a surprise.
Yeah, first, I missed what the first chest was, but I know we saw the map in the second chest. So there's at least one item on left side swamp. We'll see if he goes back in after Argus.
Well, there's the other item. Or dungeon item, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's at least 2 possible items left side, so skipping it doesn't seem like a good idea now. But
Yeah.
I don't remember, have we found the big key yet?
We have not, so that's going to feel extra bad if Big Key is on left side, because then he has to walk yet again to the hub room.
So best case scenario, we find it on the boss here.
Yeah, if Big Key's on the boss, I think going back in for left side is an easy choice here.
Okay, getting our Argus knocked out while we got a Mothula fight going on over for Dapper. And there is his green pendant to set him up to pull the pedestal.
And we did get a Big Key on Argus.
Okay, so that was a nice layout. I didn't see. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, so I'd be really surprised if he doesn't go back in right now, because there's 3 items.
Pedestal is a piece of heart.
Plus, Specky Clip makes this, it's a bit faster to do left side swamp after Argus now.
And he did not read for a piece of heart. So, no worries there, chat. And then steal that really quick, and then Specky out. Okay, what are you doing up here?
Yeah, what is he doing up here? Oh, Spike Cave, maybe? I
Seems
think
like
it has to be Spike Cave.
Seems like a big investment for just one check.
Could be because he found Burna in Desert and he wants to try to validate the pendant play.
Well,
I mean, he did find the flute, which is
yeah.
validation to some extent. I mean, if that flute wasn't there, this would be a real disaster scenario for him, but it could totally still go either way.
Wasn't an item. Okay, so the only thing he found of use was the flute. And even at that, it hasn't really done anything yet.
Oh, Gilgamesh skipped the big chest? I wasn't looking. But I trust my homies in chat.
Ice Rod.
Alright. Well, he needs that. Not really right now, but he needs it eventually.
300. And we're going back for the big chest.
Okay, he remembers at least. So, kind of unnecessary time loss, but at least it's not just like an auto loss in case this is important and he forgot.
Only thing I can really think of is a bow and oh, yeah, Samari. We still need that.
Yeah, we need Samari. Might need Quake. Don't know yet.
Yeah.
Wow, that mirror portal was like
Wonky.
I'm amazed that wasn't a bonk. Luckily, he did King's Tomb first, so he doesn't need to go back in that portal.
Floating island. I don't think this has been checked. Oh, a piece of heart. So no big item found there.
Let's see, what is he doing next?
Looks like we're doing Ice Palace.
Yeah, Ice Palace with no cane, but it's still a crystal you can full clear. A small key in the first chest of Ice Palace is actually very good for Gilgamesh because that makes the not Icebreaker route way better. If there's not a small key there, then you have to kind of jump through a lot of hoops if you want to full clear this dungeon, and it sucks. So if Dapper does find the cane before he goes to Ice, it's not as big of an advantage as it could otherwise be.
Well, we've already done an eastern dip, so we know there's no bow there, but there is a possibility it's in pod. That could be rude. But the fact that we know where the flute is, that's going to be rude for Gilga. Okay, get the bomb jumped, and no problems there. Okay, and let's see if there's any kind of fun here in Ice Palace. Oh, there's our compass. That's not helping right now.
And Dapper Man, he still doesn't know where the mids are. He's probably going to do that immediately after. Oh, hello, Bo.
Okay, well now Pod and Eastern are in play.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if Dapper skips Ice Rod here, because he really doesn't have that many other things he can do without the mitts. Second item in Ice, just bombs.
And there's our Swamp Palace for Dapper. Okay, now here comes the moment of truth. Does he skip left side to save time? Nope. We are going for the dive, so we're not skipping the Ice Rod. Okay. The only big item so far in contention is the flute in Thieves Town that we found. Because Gilgamesh did the front four and dipped out, so getting back there is going to be a moment for him. Okay. So we found Bo and Ice Palace, and that's the only thing so far.
Oh, this is interesting. I didn't realize Dapper didn't, he didn't check Compass chest yet. So he was pretty much committed to doing left side after Argus, no matter what. Otherwise, you don't skip this chest. If you're on the fence at all, you don't skip that chest.
Here we go. Cold stare down for Gilgamesh for his next crystal. Rewarded with the map. Okay, question is, are we going straight to do the Eastern pod dip now?
I think you pretty much have to.
Okay, well, we're doing Hobo, I believe.
Ah, yeah, he still hasn't checked this yet. This makes sense. This is basically your last good chance to do this.
Alright, there's Dapper's Ice Rod. And 300. Okay, so is Dapper gonna follow Gilga and go into Ice?
Oh, he's safe quit. That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so where are you headed off to, Dapper?
I guess this is Catfish?
Well, if you do Catfish, you can combo it in with Zora, since neither of them have done that as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he's seen the ledge yet either. I know Gilgamesh looked at the ledge, but I don't think Dapper did.
I'll do K45 with Smith, but you need to hit K45 before you do the Smiths to do the Smith. Okay, Catfish is a bust.
I'm pretty sure he still has Stumpy and Dig Game too. So at least it's not like the only thing he's orphaning. over there is K45.
Mm. And just bombs, so there is only the flute payout from Thieves Town and that entire process. And then Catfish and Zora were both busts.
Yeah, that was a shield on Zora Ledge.
Okay.
Oh, Dapper is going into pod.
Okay.
That's
This
not
is
good for him.
interesting.
In fact, it's very bad for him, I will say.
That's a double dip at best.
Yeah, because if he had the mitts from K45, the bow is free, and then the Eastern pod combo play is like an automatic move.
Okay, so Gilgamesh is missing the flute from Thieves Town, and Dapper's missing their mitts from K45. I feel like Dapper would be the first of the two to get back to the area they need to of the two runners.
Yeah, he's gonna bleed a lot of time having to come back to finish this dungeon, and I'm assuming he'll probably dip Eastern after this. He'll have to come back for that as well.
I know one of them already has dipped Eastern, but I don't remember who.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. They both did Eastern already, I think. That was so long ago, I already forgot about it.
I mean, if the other bow is on Helma, then that's definitely works for Gilgub. Ooh, getting a mimic clip using the bottle. Haven't seen anything interesting in pod yet. Just seen a bunch of keys so far, which is kind of expected with pod to begin with.
Yeah, I think that was a 5 key front, which is a little bit unusual. Either that or I can't count, but I think it was 5 keys.
Okay, so blue ruby so far. More arrows. Flagnet. Okay.
Our 6th small key must be in Harmless Hellway.
There's the big key. Piece of heart. And last chance for Dapper. Just the map. So, like you were saying, that key trapped itself in Harmless Hellway.
And I think there's an item on Helmasaur.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I lost count.
Well, I'm basically taking Gilgamesh's word for it, because otherwise I think he would have skipped Big Chest. So I'll blame him if I'm wrong about that.
Fair. 10-second wait. Okay. Dapper, are you...
He's gonna turn in the green pennant.
Okay, fair.
And then after this, I'm not sure what else he has besides K45 Stumpy Dig Game.
Okay, this feels like that south loop to do... Nope. What are we doing?
I think this is K45.
Okay, so yeah, that south loop we are going for. Okay. So they'll find their mitts, and once they find their mitts, I have a feeling that's going to lead them to Ice Palace to get their bow. And there we go, mitts for Dapper. On
Yeah, I
the
wonder
other
if he
side-
does. I wonder if he does Smith Chain. This is like a really convenient time to do it. But also,
yeah,
he
it is.
might be feeling kind of bad about how things have gone, and he might just want to go to Ice Palace instead.
We'll see what he does right here. Looks like we're doing Smith Chain because we're not mirroring or to flute. So I'd feel if we were doing Ice Palace, we would have mirrored right there to flute over.
Oh, has he done Dig Game? Looks like he's skipping Dig Game.
I want to say, yeah, that Gilga was the one that found the blue meringue. Okay, and Hammer Pegs is a heart. What does our Smith buddy have for us? And there's our last medallion for Quake. So whatever it is, we're getting into Turtle Rock and Misery Mire.
Yeah, who knows if Gilgamesh is gonna need that or not.
Okay, purple chest. Do you have any fun? Nope, just a piece of heart. Okay, now this is where I feel we're going to Ice Palace, as long as we don't get trolled by the guard.
And this guard is giving him a really hard time.
Okay,
Betrayed by his own kind.
topped off the arrows. Now we're gonna go see what Misery Mire holds for us. Because I have a feeling we're gonna check the shed over to Checkered Ward. Okay, there we go with Gilgamesh knocking out his Eastern Pod combo. Nothing in Mire Shed today.
Are we even gonna see the medallion? No, he's not looking at it because he doesn't need to know because he already has all three. So
Yeah.
we don't know we don't know what it is.
Doesn't matter, we're getting it. We can brute force if need be. Okay. We're not dipping that since we can't do it, so we're heading to Ice Palace.
Looks like Dark Death Mountain from Gilgamesh. This is new stuff.
Okay. This is interesting.
So he could need Quake for Turtle Rock. And he'll know that. But if Quake is needed for Meyer, he's not going to know until he's already found his flute.
Well, Chad is believing it's either Quake or Bombo, so Quake could be possible, and Dead Rocked. Okay, let's see what Turtle Rock has for us. Is it Quake? And it's Bombos. So we're good there. Okay, I feel we're gonna go check Hookshot Cave first before we dip Turtle Rock.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything in there without the cane anyway, so he's probably just going to check, let's see, has he done... He hasn't done Spike yet, I think. Dapper has, but I don't think Gil has. So he's probably going to do Super Bunny, then Hookshot, then Spike.
So here's Super Bunny giving us a quick 2 checks for a red ruby and this.
It's Mario, okay.
Mario. Okay, why not? It's normally right outside Turtle Rock.
So now he can full clear Turtle Rock, and I'm quite certain he will, because he's probably thinking his flute is in there at this point.
Yeah. Only thing I can think that we can find of progression is going to be silvers at this point in time.
Yeah, we're pretty much in no mode. The only awkward thing is we don't know if we need Quake. But we know where it is if we do need it.
Okay, here we go for some Turtle Rock checks.
The good thing for Gilgamesh is that Go mode Turtle Rock really is not that much faster than not Go mode Turtle Rock. So the fact that he's not Go moding this isn't going to be that big of a deal. And also, since Kane is up here, you kind of have to climb a second time anyway to leave and go do Meyer. So it's not like Dapper's going to be able to do this just in one trip.
Yeah, if he does the Smith chain before Thieves Town, he'll find his Quake before he finds his flute. Just depends on the routing. Okay, and we're gonna see Dapper knock out Ice Palace really quick. And there's Cold Stare down for his next crystal.
Yeah, the real question now is how quickly does Gilgamesh go back to Thieves Town?
That is a burning question that's been wandering me for, seems ever since we found the flute.
Dapper's just gonna go clean up his 2 crystals over here for Pod and Eastern. Then I'm assuming he's probably just going to go up the mountain after that and find his Go mode Samaria.
Okay, so...
Oh, and Big Key and Turtle Rock was in Lava Chest, so... again, Go mode Turtle Rock is not going to be that much faster than what Gilgamesh is doing right now.
Yeah, Maybe you get to skip Laser Bridge. Definitely. Well, maybe. I'm thinking about Mimic Ledge, but I don't know. Because we could find silvers there.
Yeah, Diaper Man will skip that for sure, but he'll probably have to open pretty much everything else in Turtle Rock, except maybe some stuff on Laser Bridge.
Moment of truth, any kind of... Nope, no help there for Gilga. Okay, so here we go to the back of TR for the rest of the checks. Correct, depending on key layout, Laser Bridge and Mimic time loss. But he still has to go redip Thieves Town as well. Ooh, and that's being pointed out that Pyramid Ferry is going to be unlocked after Turtle Rock here. Okay, well, we got a bit of a lull. Make sure you go ahead and give both of these runners a follow for putting on the entertainment for us tonight. Dapper going with the bomb strat. Okay, so that's a quick key on Laser Bridge, so that's gonna, depending on how Dapper does their Laser Bridge checks, if they do from top to bottom or bottom to top. Now, question, will Gilgamesh do a spike cave check? Samaria was in Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah, Spike Cave after this would make sense. That's a really annoying place to route, and this is like the best possible time to do it. And then I would not be surprised if he kind of rushes Pyramid Ferry after this too, just to kind of follow up on the choices he already made, because Turtle Rock is one of those red crystals. Plus he can lead that to Catfish, which he still has not checked.
And then to Zora, which we know isn't useful, but hasn't been checked by him as well. Okay, and Turtle Rock down for that 6th crystal. Now the question is, where does Gilgamesh go now? And how long does it take to get back to Thieves Town?
Yeah, he's kind of on a timer right now. Because with how Dapper Wereman has routed this, he's basically going to walk into his go mode. But he's otherwise behind, so...
Yes, both racers are on a timer since it is a race, but what we're kind of getting to is Gilgamesh's lead is dwindling right now because of looking for everything.
Okay, so let's see it. Where is he going to go next? Safe quit. That means, what, Sank? No? Okay, Link's house.
Pyramid Fairy is what we're doing. Okay, and with that, it's basically going to take Dapper Wormman up to find their Canis Samaria right in a go mode. Well, no. I take that back. They're going to Mire.
Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I. Okay, so Bombos is the check, so Gilga can get in once they have access, but they need to find their flute. And I don't foresee them going to Thieves Town without doing the rest of the overworld first.
So this is an interesting choice. I do think double dipping Mire is not as painful as maybe most people tend to think. But I mean, there's so many items in the mountain right now that I am surprised by the choice. The thing is, you have to find the Mire Big Key anyway, so if it's late, then this isn't that much of a waste of time. Also, if the Cane is here, then that means he can do GT and TR on the same mountain trip, so that would kind of be the dream.
Yeah, I can understand that logic for routing then. Meanwhile, we're seeing Gilda clean up their overworlds. Unfortunately, it's not where they need to be headed. Now the question is, where do they go after Catfish? Are they going to combo it into Zora, or are they going to save quit?
Silvers?
Okay. So more than likely, Gilgamesh is going to find Silvers as well. But it depends on how they route things, so who knows.
Yeah, Dapper Warman is really hoping that the Big Key is late here. Gilgamesh, no matter what, he's going to be able to go mode this dungeon. It's just looking later and later at this rate.
Okay. So gonna go check the right side before we check the cutscene. I don't hate that. Okay, are we doing Thieves Town now, or what are we doing, Gilgamesh?
It could be Smith Chain. I could see him picking Smith Chain first.
Ooh, fair enough.
I think he's already done Bat, so it's kind of like 3 items either way.
Okay, so Homemade Beer's pointing out that Key Logic points out that Samaria cannot be here.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so we're doing Smith Chain real quick. But do we do Purple Chest, then Thieves Town, or Thieves Town Purple Chest? I would feel we'd do Thieves Town first, but that would be my guess, because we're already in the neighborhood. They have Purple Chest, Thieves Town, Magic Bat, and then turn in the Smith here. I believe that's all they have left, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think he knows that he could have done the back of Pendant Thieves Town forever ago. So I think he wants to kind of double down on his choices he's already made. And just assume that they were correct.
Okay, now he's got all of the medallions, so there's no way they cannot. Okay, where are you going, Dapper?
Yeah, where is he going?
thought they already did Graveyard Ledge in Kingstown. Okay, they did. Now I'm confused. Where are you going?
Bumper ledge? Does he have? He might actually have the cape.
Yes, he does. Okay, so this is... Man, this has just made it a race because both people are heading towards their go mode items now. Here we go.
Yeah, so Gilgamesh, he's gonna get this flute and immediately leave. Turn it on, go finish Mire, and then he's ready for GT. Dapper Wormman, he has to do all of Turtle Rock and some of Mire. But again, he's gonna have to climb the mountain a second time to come back for GT.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, the flute was in the cell, was it not?
I think that's right, yeah. So he'll at least skip Big Chest and the boss.
Alright, at 124.50-ish, Dapper Wormman hits their go mode. Okay, so yes, it was confirmed to be in the cell chest. So we are remembering correctly. Yay. Okay, so here we go. A Turtle Rock clear versus a Mire clear. I feel the Mire is slightly quicker.
I think a little bit, yeah. You could save yourself from having to walk out of Super Bunny Cave. Well, actually, is that really saving time though? Because if you save quit from there, you're on the pyramid.
I don't think you
I don't
can
know.
walk. Oh, no, you can. Okay. I didn't think you could walk out with blind following you.
Yep, so now Gilgamesh is in go mode as well. So hitting go mode at about the same time, but Gilgamesh has considerably less to do.
Yeah, they hit it about a minute 10 afterwards. But now they just have to do a Mire clear where Dapper is doing a full Turtle Rock and basically re-clearing Mire.
Yeah, Gil has to find the Mire Big Key, but that's not going to take nearly as long as it takes Dapper to finish this dungeon.
Why do we go here?
Probably just missed input, trying to do 6, accidentally hit 7.
Nerves are definitely starting to set in because last locating your flute is going to make you feel real behind. But I don't really feel like Gilgamesh is that far. I don't feel like they're behind. I feel like
No.
they still have an edge.
Yeah, I think he's in the lead. I definitely would be feeling bad if I was him right now, but I mean, I'd feel a lot worse in Dapper Wormman's situation, I guess.
Nice little fairy revive. Oh, I did not notice we picked up our gold sword. Not that it really matters.
Yeah, they're gonna end up having picked up basically everything in the game.
I don't remember seeing mushroom anywhere, but that could still be in GT.
Yeah. Gilgamesh is gonna get his silvers on this next chest here. So that's even that is not going to be any advantage for Dapper Worm Man.
Yeah, Dapper pretty much still did in all dungeons.
Oh,
But I didn't need to.
yeah, Dapper Worm Man. Yeah, he forgot lava chests, unfortunately. Basically, if the big key is not in lava chests, what he did was the, like, 97% of the time correct route when you're in go mode, which is just to steal the pokey key and turn around. But if big key is in that chest, you have to get it. There's no way around it.
Okay, we're still gonna go towards Mimic Ledge. That's surprising. And there's the big key for Gilgamesh.
Yep. And he has no small key, so he has to actually take a different way to get to Vidi.
I was wondering why you walked out right there. Okay, and here we go. Basically, the home stretch for both of our runners and their respective dungeons here. And here comes our last check. Oh wait, no, we already did Laser Bridge. I take that back. But we know that it's the first chest. So quick for Dapper.
Yeah, they're going to be killing their bosses at just about the same time. That was a weird slow dash from Dapper Worm Man, I think. Something about that looked funny.
Okay. Dapper going for their 6th crystal, while Gilgamesh is getting their 7th crystal. Alright, go ahead and start your guesses for the Ganon Big Key game. Or Ganon Tower Big Key game, I should say. Do you have a favorite guess, Kelly?
I'm gonna copy Mr. Ed and go with 10. My favorite guess is whatever Mr. Ed says.
Fair enough. Oh, I see some, Frantic Potato has already taken my 13, so I'll just call Bob's Chest instead. Okay, here. Ooh, those dead rocks are trying to be mean to Gilgamesh today. Okay. Your favorite guess is Wilbur. Okay, so go ahead and wrap up any guesses that you may have. We will be getting in there shortly. Not that I believe we're running anything to track this.
Yeah, so it looks like Gilgamesh is going to be about 2 minutes ahead or so. Maybe a little bit more. Entering GT right at about 1:33:30.
Okay, so it looks like we're doing the Dark Magician strats for Gilgamesh. Getting a quick key on the torch. That's helpful. Okay, Stalfos room 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nothing for Dark Magician. Six is a bust. 7's a bust.
And no small keys were in here, so I mean, if big key is in compass room, Gilgamesh could potentially even gain a lot of time here, depending on Dapper Man's route. Or if big key's not here, maybe he loses some time, but certainly not enough to overcome the lead at this point.
Okay, Dapper Wormman has collected their 7th crystal, so they should be joining Gilgamesh and GT shortly. Alright. I believe that was 6, 7, 8, 9, unless I've lost count, which is very possible.
That sounds right, yes.
One there, 4 there, 2 there.
Wait, no, that's not right. I can't count.
No, that's not right. I think that was 7 through 11. Yeah. Okay, it just took a little bit of mental mathing through it. Thank you for the assistant magic as well. There's 12 with a bottle. I'm gonna see our randomizer room here shortly. Can definitely see the nerves are kicking in on both of these runners with just a little bit of here there that messes up. There was 13. Okay, so is Dapper gonna YOLO it for a tile room check? Got the chat cheering him on. There's 14, 15, 16 for a shroom, 17 for more skewers.
He's going left as well.
Yep, looks like another Dark Magician route.
Unless he decides to go full left, but I don't remember the last time I've seen someone actually do that. I think that trend has kind of died.
Yeah, it's been since like Randomizer version 12 or something that was last done. BK on the shroom, that would be rude. There we go. I believe that was 18? I want to say that was 18.
Yeah, I think so, because we still had 3 after that behind Ice Armos and then Tile Room.
And I called it because it happened to be Bob's as well, so...
Oh yeah, there you go.
Thank you, chat, for reminding me I called Bob's chest, because I had already forgotten.
Yeah, barring a catastrophic failure from Gilgamesh, looks like he should be getting his team's first win of the season.
Oh, of the week. Oh, yeah, no, you're right, season, because I don't have any points. I see what you did. Okay, getting to our gauntlet rooms here.
There's always quadrant glitch. Let's not forget.
Alright, quick little mental break. And it's done. Alright, here's the first of two nicely executed whiz rope rooms. And there's a second one. Those things are so nice when they get executed well. Alrighty. While we're getting the rest of everything taken care of here, go ahead and make sure you give both of our runners, Gilgamesh and Dapper Wormman, a follow, because they are putting on one heck of a show for us tonight. And then also go ahead and give my co-com Skelly a follow, along with Talon116, who's been tracking and keeping us honest tonight.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen that mini Helmosaur strap before. But hey, it got the job done.
Right, that's all that matters. It worked. Okay. Here we go. For the last little climb before the triple wizard. Alright, Mr. Geometry or Wizard, how evil are you gonna be since Aga 1 had a lot of blue balls? Was that a triple? That with a double, I know that. Huh? That was a triple on the first one. A 3-2-1. Nice.
Yeah, those are some good patterns.
It's a lot nicer pattern than what Aga 1 did for us. That was just rude.
Yeah, he's even got Gold Sword here, so getting the 1-1 is going to be pretty much free. Can't be feeling good dropping it again at 142 though.
I mean, they're both looking at that race.gg room, seeing if the other one's gotten done yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a long cash boot seed, that's for sure. Pretty much mutual last locating of Go mode, I think. Just different Go mode items.
Yeah.
With a couple extra things from Dapper Wormman, like collecting Desert Pendant.
Desert Pendant and Thieves Pendant.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then actually pulling the pedestal.
Ooh, nice torch glitch. It's the double.
You got a roasted pig. Get your GGs and for the Baconator. Alright, Gilgamesh taking the first game for their team. And game 1 of Casual Boots. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get Dapper Wormman finished out here.
Finishing with an official time of 1:43:33. And putting his team on the board.
There's Mold Worm 2 down. Click across the thing. And up to Geometry Wizard. And we are joined with our winner, Gilgamesh. GG's.
GG's.
How about that Thieves Town?
I don't know. I don't Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes you skip something and that's where your go mode is.
We were watching it, wondering when you were going to get back there and how it was going to affect everything.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was going to do that last when I skipped it. After doing the Skull Woods dip for nothing, I was just like, I'm not going to do 2 pendant dungeons. So I just ended up skipping Thieves Town, and I knew that was basically going to be the last thing I came back to if it came down to it, and there you go. Man, nothing feels good about a Cash Boot Seed an hour and 43 minutes.
Yeah, well, you chose to do Dark World starting from the CAC portal. So, I mean, when you first went to Thieves Town, you still had like Hype Cave and all that stuff ahead of you, so it made perfect sense. Your opponent chose to route Dark World quite a bit differently. Basically, so he first went to Hype Cave once he had Hammer and Glove and Pearl. And then he decided to do Bombo's Tablet and then just go straight into Pendant Desert, which he hadn't done yet. And then just immediately committed to killing Landmo for the pendant. And basically,
Interesting. So he didn't do Desert before Agate Tower?
He did not. That was the only thing he didn't do.
Okay.
But so then from that point on, it was basically playing for the blind ped pull. So he, when he did go to Village of Outcasts, he full cleared Thieves Town, then full cleared Skull, went for the blind pull, so it was nothing.
Yeah, that's interesting because it's funny because when I was up on the mountain before getting the Moon Pearl, I had meant to check my map when I was in Dark World. Or check my Dark World map up there at some point, and had I done that, I don't think I would have started at Thieves Town, Skullwoods. With them both being pendants, I probably would have started at a Height Cave. So that would have been interesting to see how that would have turned out if that was the case.
Yeah, it was kind of an awkward situation because you had all 3 of the pendant dungeons in Logic, and you couldn't full clear any other crystals besides Hera. Yeah. So that was like,
that was
what do you do?
Another reason why I did Skullwoods first was to be able to check Pedestal, and I was like, if Pedestal's something, I'll do Thieves Town. If Pedestal's not something, I'm not going to do Thieves Town.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our GG's in for Dapper Wormman, who just finished their Ganon fight. And they'll be joining us. Oh, here we are with Dapper Wormman. GG's.
Hello, and okay game. Okay, G.
Yeah, that's about right, I think.
Okay, I'll give you guys that. Question, Dapper. What was the decision to go to Meyer first? Why?
I only needed Samaria for Go mode, and you have to go and find the big key. Anyway, like the big key has to be part of your time that you're spent in Meyer, and if the cane is there, then I just save a bunch of time in overworld stuff because that's all I had left. So
Okay.
it's and I was basically just going to avoid the mountain because that was a lot of time, and I figured with my super late mitts that was probably bad for me if they were up there. It was good for me if the cane was somewhere else.
Okay, I feel you. Okay.
Yeah, plus if Kane wasn't Maya, then you save yourself a mountain trip too, just being able to do Turtle Rock and a
Yeah.
GT. Unfortunately, that's not how it turned out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if it was there, if I save any time at all, but just kind of felt like that was because that's all I had left was the Cape, dig game, which I was never going back to, and the Dark Mountain at that point.
Yeah. So, could you go through your thoughts a little bit with Desert Palace? So we noticed you decided to commit to Aga before Pendant Desert, and then after Hype Cave, you decided to go into Pendant Desert for the first time and commit to getting the pendant without an item. So, can you go through your thought process with that a little bit?
It was a little weird, but I, got that book and had already been to Gina and just didn't want to run over there again. Just kind of suck it up and do Aga Tower, and then, did get the fire rod off of the tablet. So it was like, okay, I got some progression from this book, but there's a chance Gilgamesh went into desert. So, maybe I go check the other tablet. Maybe I pop in there, and then I'm in desert. I'm like, the only dungeons I can complete right now are all 3 of the pendants. So, and it's a really nice route to just get a bunch of stuff. Something will show up eventually and prevent me from pulling Ped. Surely.
Yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately the ped play didn't really work out, but the one thing that really kept you in the race was that flute. Because that was a last location for Gilgamesh.
Almost.
Okay,
I mean, technically, I still have the Thief's Hound, Big Chest, and Blind, and Purple Chest. So almost last.
I figured. Yeah. I kind of figured that was okay. It didn't open up anything immediately, so it felt bad that didn't help me. But it felt good that I had it because I know it was kind of scary location. And then just never got to really use it because the mitts were so late for me. So I wasn't able to push that advantage. But I figured when Gilgamesh was not finishing, it was Ice Rod or Flute was giving him the problem.
Yeah, it really was the flute versus mostly the mitts. Those mitts being so late were probably the biggest issue that you ran into.
Yeah, that did not feel good because I could have had him at 30 minutes or whatever after Pipe Cave, but c'est la vie.
All right. Do either of you have anything for your next runner-ups?
Tomorrow, I forget the time. 6 o'clock or same time? I forget. Tailwind and Zero Nix are playing tomorrow.
Yeah, 6 Eastern.
6:10 p.m. Eastern. Yep.
Play better than me, Zero Nix. That's my only advice.
Don't last locate, Tailwind. I was. Mr. Ed would have been proud if I had my mic on. Let me tell you, during this race. Non-stop complaining.
Yeah, there was a lot of that on my end too. I had clean audio though.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have my mic on, honestly, because there were words uttered that would not have been allowed on this channel.
Yeah. I don't know if we switched to my audio at any point, but just hoping we got to hear the nice post pulling of the ped music, because that's always a rare treat.
Oh yeah, we were wondering if you're gonna read it before you pull it. I figure if you came this far, you just pull it.
I mean, if you're in League, why not have some fun when you're on restream, right? I mean, I didn't pull it. I didn't completely route for that, but at that point, I got all the items and all the pendants. I'm right there.
But yeah, it was a pretty terrible seed, but I would say it was a pretty good race.
Well, that's all we can really hope for, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, that's some good news for my evening. Thank you.
Well, with that, we know game 2 of everyone's going on tomorrow, like we said, at 6:10 p.m. Eastern. We will be ready for that. I don't know if it has a scheduled channel yet. Does not yet, so I can't tell you that. But if you do want to, go ahead and keep your eyes on the SpeedGaming channels for the schedule. I have been What's Up. I really enjoyed your co-commenting, Skelly.
Yeah, thanks. It was a pleasure.
Very much so. Everyone, thank you for joining us tonight for this randomizer specialty. Enjoy the rest of your night.